Those guys will watch what we tell them to watch. It was the definition of Hollywood forcing their views of the world down on the rest of us. My name's Kurt Merrill, and we owned an edited video store. The video store, we looked at it as a business in the first place. You know, we were looking for a business to get into, and the video store had been around for a while. And it had edited videos, and we were working with a company that had more conservative kinds of product lines. And we really liked the idea. And after seeing what they were, thought, man, this is a product that really there's a lot of demand for. We were a video store that was the size of a shoe store in a strip mall. You know, I mean, we just weren't big. We had about 5,000 movies. We had about 900 titles that were edited that people would rent. The number of edited movies we had were about 15% of the total stock of the store. Okay. You know, we had one big wall of edited movies. It was about 90% of the actual sales of the store. So there's a lot of money in that store went through the edited video part of it. Everybody wanted the edited movies. There were a lot of people that wished they could watch other movies. We've lived out of state. We had lots of friends that were very conservative and some not so conservative, but all of them had a hard time taking their kids to a show that they're like, man, you know, I want to take them to that show, but that one scene's enough to not, you know, or there's so many F words in the thing. So as a business goes, it was a great business. It was lots of fun to talk to clients about the movies, what's in them. They always came in looking for advice on what's a good show for whatever age, and what's a good action show, what's a good drama, what's a good chick flick or whatever. So it was always fun. My favorite part was working with the customers. And the real key, you know, to having a successful edited video business was having good edits. You know, anybody could just run up and jump in front of the screen and say, okay, there's a bad scene here, and then jump out of the way like you do at home with your kids. But you wanted good edits, and we went out of our way to get a really good editor to do the movies. Mm-hmm. You can tell if it's somebody that, you can tell their background a little bit, because what one guy thinks is a bad word, another guy's like, I didn't even hear the word. You know, we really tried to promote that. We got more of them. We got more titles of them. I got to know lots of other edited movie people around, not just in Utah, but out of state, and started swapping titles with them. Everybody wanted the edited movies. You know, and why not, really? You know, it's inevitable. The store's going to probably have to stop doing these edited movies. But as long as Hollywood doesn't care about us, you know, we'll keep producing edited movies because people love them. I mean, we were selling them online. They were selling like crazy. People wanted the edited movies. And they weren't just, I mean, it wasn't a Utah thing. It all came down to the art of it and what is the definition of art. And they said that infringes on our ability to be creative. We can't do what we want to do. It was a horrible argument because they can't do that on the airlines already. The airline's cutting out the exact same stuff that we're cutting out. In fact, we're just doing it better. I mean, it's not like we invented the thing. We certainly didn't invent morals. I mean, what are we doing? We're just taking those movies and turning them slightly more Disney-esque. Yeah, I was really surprised at how adamant the directors were about it. And they're like, this is absolutely crap. They can't do this kind of thing. It takes away the art and this, and they will watch what we tell them to watch. Really? It was the definition of Hollywood forcing their views of the world down on the rest of us, which made me actually want to watch edited movies all the more. Oh, yeah. You know, partially for spite, you know. Oh, yeah. And the airlines are already doing it, right? And they're like, yeah, we kind of have to because there's, you know, we don't know who's there. I'm like, well, you don't know who's in my front room either. Yeah. So the judge saw their way, of course, you know, which you kind of anticipated. Art was their defense. And, you know, they're going to throw everything else at it too, right? So copyrights and everything else. Like, well, we want the right to do it. Just like the airline has, you know, the right to do it, or the distribution company that's doing it for you, that's reselling them. They want the right to distribute the movies. So clearly there's a market. It was anybody with a moral base, you know, wanted to not have their kids do it.